Alright everyone, it's Mudstar and I'm back for session 4 of my Elsa rant, and hopefully you guys are liking it. I've been getting positive feedback so far, so we'll continue. And I was in the middle of talking about why I don't find Elsa. Actually, before I tell you where I am, if you have not seen videos 1, 2, and 3 of my Elsa rant, please go back and listen to them now because they all add up, play together, are all my collective thoughts of her character thus far before seeing the film. And actually, I have decided after I see the movie, I will work on something. Not exactly sure what, but I will definitely. Um, I've decided that Elsa's made such an impact in my life and in my heart that I'm gonna do something bigger. So I don't know what, but so I will be doing a big, like, maybe you can call it a comparison video to my opinions before seeing the movie and my opinions after the movie, and more of my thoughts on her character. And anyway, so please, if you have not seen the first 3 videos, please go back and listen to them because when it's all said and done, they all kind of go together, and I'll be wrapping it up in the big conclusion. So please, thank you. For those of you sweet little children who have been along the ride all this way, let's continue. So, as you know, I was talking about why I don't find Elsa to be a violent or aggressive person. Well, at this point, she's been captured, she's in chains, which really upsets me. As you know already. Right, keep it together. Um, and she's put in a cell, and she's like chained up. It looks terrible. Anyway, well, while in her cell, we are shown a shot in which she is pulling against these chains, holding her, looking out a window for something that is very important. By the way, we can see her eyes reflected in the window. They are wide, worried, and afraid. She is definitely desperately looking for something or someone. Maybe Anna, or that's just first thought that comes to my mind. Not exactly. I have no idea what she's actually looking for. Um, but the desperation in her eyes just—it's a big moment. You can tell by the look on her face. And the next thing we see is a handsome young gentleman. Hans is with her. Yes, I actually think Hans is kind of cute. I think he's kind of handsome. Um, but anyway, we're talking about Elsa. So, well, Hans is with her and he's begging her, "Stop the winter, please." And her defeated response is, "Don't you see? I can't." And she wasn't fighting him. She showed no anger or bitterness in being captured. She was only worried now about the consequences of her choices, to let go of her power, and more importantly, how to stop it if she can. So just to wrap up, and the interesting thing that Elsa has what I would call a submissive personality. She is a queen. We're introduced to her as a queen, so this is very interesting. And she does, I think we will see her show her authority as a queen, but as far as conflict goes, I'm not saying that Elsa can't stand her ground, because we have seen her get a little tight in some of these teaser videos or trailers, and she stands up for herself, but she doesn't ever want to bring it to violence, or she is going to do everything in her power to avoid conflict and confrontation. She's going to do anything she can. And it's not because she's a coward. It's because I think she just doesn't want to partake in anything violent or bad. Uh, so I just think that's a really nice quality of her character, and thought I'd highlight that. Okay, so now we are to the conclusion. And due to all of the collected thoughts and theories I have come to conclude that Elsa is a very responsible and thoughtful woman. She has a lot of love and care and tenderness inside her, but also within her lies her secret of her powers, which no matter how hard she tries to shield from the world, it chokes the rest of her away and threatens to destroy everything she has for so long tried so hard to protect. She is modest, and within her modesty, she's an absolutely beautiful young lady. She likes to have fun, but also seems to know how to manage her image in public and does her best to remain calm. But from the fatigue of her inner struggle, her noble efforts become vain and pointless. Only then, with no other course to take, does she seem to take any time for herself to be herself. She doesn't seem to have any kind of mean spirit or desire for vengeance at all. She simply wants to live and let live. She is not aggressive. She only shows tension when personally being threatened. So, now what? In thinking all of this over, as I've shared it with you, it has brought me to a confusing thought. What does this make of Elsa? Alright, now here is where I had said I wasn't going to change any of my opinions from the original written text, and I'm not. I'm going to read it to you the way I have it written here. But I'm also going to say, after talking uh, with my friend Blonde Stormhands about this, I don't think that Elsa is in stone said to be the villain or villainess, whatever. But I think it is that you are supposed to believe that's what she is, but that she's not really. So I think it will protect her from what I'm about to tell you about, because I was a little worried because you'll see once I read it. So he kind of made me aware of that. So, but I don't think any of us are exactly sure what she is or what she's not yet. But again, I'm going to be discussing that here in just a minute. But well, she is said to be our villainess, and technically speaking, that's what she is, or at least she causes the problems that threaten our protagonist. But Elsa breaks almost every rule in the stereotypical laws of being a villain. Usually that is a great thing, but I'm not sure with this one. Will Elsa be targeted by haters of the film as the worst villain ever? And you know what? They sort of have a point. She is the villain, I think, but or maybe a type of villain, but she doesn't do anything a villain is supposed to do at all. I mean, she is selfless in the fact that she is so controlling of her own self to do what's better for others, and that is the main thing of her character, is that she is willing to give up or do just about anything to do what's best for those around her, or at least give it her very best effort. Uh, and then sometimes it sadly goes beyond her control, which I find this tragic, because she is so valiantly trying to do what is right, which, like I said, that's not a villain thing. I would say she was framed. So what does that make her? I am still very unsure to this point how I feel about this issue, but nevertheless it's something that I've never encountered before, and I personally like that a lot. I find it very interesting to think about, especially this early on. And even if she is the worst villainess ever, she is still, in my opinion, however, an amazing character filled with layers, complexity. She also has a lot of points which I can relate to personally as an individual, and I know I'm not the only person who feels that way about her. And you know what? It doesn't matter what the heck she is. It's who she is in this film, I believe, that is the most important feature of her. And so now, after taking the time to give her consideration, I find her to be a top-notch character. Um, Very well developed, and just, I'm crazy about her, as you can see. Um, and I respect and adore her, and just thinking about this makes the 21-day wait for it to hit the big screen absolutely unbearable, people. Oh my gosh. And you know what? On that note, I'm gonna ramble here because I am just upset. You know, I thought the art book of Frozen was gonna come out on the 19th of November, and that was supposed to help me wait for the movie. I ordered it, but it doesn't come out till the 26th. What am I gonna do? This is a nightmare. Elsa, why are you doing this to me? Okay, I might cry. I'm so upset. I love whoever. There was some person who posted on Tumblr, said we are all it is not an over exaggeration to say that we are all foaming at the mouth waiting for this movie. Whoever you are, I'm sorry I don't remember your name, but that was awesome. I love you. That was totally how I feel. Yeah. Why did I jump on this fandom now? Now, see, if I hadn't jumped on the bandwagon, then I wouldn't be, like, impatiently waiting. I would be pleasantly surprised, and I wouldn't have to go through the pain of waiting. Daggone it, Elsa, you had to come to me in that dream and change everything. I love you, Elsa. It's okay. I'm glad you gave me that dream. Anyway, after I emotionally exploded, I'm sorry. So I am now looking forward to seeing this movie as a whole, and of course seeing all that Elsa has to offer as a character. And if it is not obvious, I hate being so biased this early on, but I can't help it, and I don't care. There is no question that Elsa is my favorite character in this movie, and she is priceless to my heart. And I only hope others will feel this way as well. And thank you for sticking with me on this. We're done. I thought it was going to take a bunch more recordings, but we've managed to finish. So, after I see the movie, it's not going to be immediate because I'm going to probably need to take a lot of time and probably do some drawings for outlets, to get my emotions out and stuff, and just because I'm busy. But I will do something after the movie. I have to. Like, Elsa, I can tell Elsa's not going to let me rest until I do. And I want to do everything possible to keep this space for eternity, because we just have to look at it again, because it's so cute and it's happy, 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 happy. It makes people happy, so it makes me happy too. So we have to look at it again because it's my video and I'm being stupid and biased and personal. But I want y'all to know exactly why I like Elsa, because she's amazing and she deserves it. And I'm not ashamed to hide it from you guys. And I'm sure a lot of you feel strongly for her too. And that just goes to show what an amazing character that she is. Because we haven't even seen this movie, and I've heard from other people the amazing impact she's had on them and what she means to us. So I am looking forward to seeing where this is going to go, and I want to be behind her every step of the way. And I hope you guys will too, because whatever she has in store, I know it's going to be amazing. So I'll leave you with this because I found it recently and I think it's just absolutely beautiful. And it makes me happy. Maybe happier than the other picture. But I don't know because that picture is just so happy. But anyway, thank you for listening and putting up with my rambling. And